How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my tiny home on wheels, otherwise known as Lucky. There is the fat pussy, and we are currently parked at Hotel Walmart in the city of Calgary, Alberta, in the beautiful country of Canada. I just got back from Walmart and went in there with my friend this morning. We had coffee. Well, she had a coffee. I had a Rain energy drink, and we've just been sort of chatting about the future. I was looking at trucks and campers and who's its and what's its and whatever else, and then ultimately you start looking at price tags and stuff, and you're like, Lucky's fine. And we're walking back to Lucky, and if you missed not necessarily the last video, the video before, I'm not even sure. It's been a few days since I've actually filmed. But we come back and I can immediately smell that smell. The smell that woke me up in the night. I know I can identify it now super easy. It's my diesel heater acting a fool. So we come over to Lucky and I can see a little bit of exhaust coming out of the muffler, which I shouldn't be seeing because it's very warm outside right now. I immediately open up the door and check out my little control panel right there. It's still on 2 red bars, so it's still burning good, but you can tell that it's on its way to problems, which is what was happening the other day. Upon further inspection, the exhaust that's coming out of the diesel heater muffler, it is black. Like, it's not like obvious black. Yeah, I had to look closer, so which means it's building up carbon or whatever on the inside again. Very strange, because it ran just fine when I was running kerosene through it, and I ran an entire bottle of kerosene through this into the heater, worked great. And then yesterday, or maybe it was even the day before, no, I think it was yesterday, I finally added fresh diesel, but I had put it into my Rotopacks and then put it into the tank. So it's been running on diesel all night. Ran great all night, but now here we are with buildup happening again, which is frustrating to say the least. And I'm just like, I just need 3 more days, just 3 more sleeps, because then I'm out of here on my way out to BC to start the whole house sitting thing with my parents. We won't get into that too much here on the channel, but I need 3 more nights. That's all I gotta get through. Oh, so anyway, I immediately turned the heater on to high. Yes, it was running on low. It's running on high now, which just means it's at 35 degrees Celsius, and it is filling inside here with lots of nice hot air, and the exhaust cleared up immediately. There was a lot of water coming out of the drip hole in the muffler, so condensation is building up in there, so super strange. Either way, it may be time to take a look at this heater situation a little bit closer, and my friends over at Craze Outdoors have started to sell planar diesel heaters. Now, they're a little on the expensive side. They're about $900 for the floor-mounted one. But like I said, it's not really in my budget right now. It's also not in my time frame. I'm thinking maybe on one of the trips back to Calgary, if I can pick up one of those units, then maybe we can get it installed in Lucky once we're back in BC. But for now, everything seems to be going okay. I will have to turn the ceiling fan on to exhaust some of this beautifully hot air out, because it ain't that cold here, as I mentioned. In other news, I need to get some running around done today. Not even like running around. I mean, I will be running around in Grace to go get a few things just in preparation for our trip, specifically for Penny. And I've got what may very well be the last one, at least for a little while, to pick up from the UPS store. Don't know what I'm talking about. It's pretty obvious, but we will get there. For now, while I was in Walmart, I picked up a couple provisions. I was out of yogurt, and this is my favorite one right now. And I also picked up another dozen eggs. And I know I said in the last video, I was done with buying eggs from big box stores, because the last dozen that I had, when I hard-boiled them, they ended up peeling like absolute crap. And I used the pinhole method and this, that, and the other thing. Anyway, the market I go to is not open until later in the week, and I wanted some eggs, and I was in there. So I ended up actually getting Walmart brand eggs, as opposed to, like, I don't even know what brand it was. It was just like farm fresh eggs being sold in Walmart. Those are the ones that suck. So we're gonna give these ones a try now and cross our fingers, because I need to have some food on hand. And I was just so done with McDonald's and fast food and all of that for the foreseeable future. And by foreseeable future, I probably just mean today. You seem to be enjoying the extra heat that's being pumped into Lucky right now. You're gonna have to move, because I was extra lazy this morning. I didn't even make the bed before I went into Walmart. First things first before anything else. All I've had today is my energy drink and about that much water, which is a good thing for sure, but I'm starting to feel a little peckish. So let's get some of this yogurt in us. Then I'm gonna hard boil 7 of those eggs up. I'm debating on maybe not doing the pinhole method this time. Maybe just a couple. Ooh, Science experiment. We will pinhole some of them and see how they peel comparatively to ones that don't have the pinhole. But first things first, mix up your white, creamy deliciousness and get it in ya. Take this, hold it between your legs as you do, open the fridge. Use the hand with the camera to hold the fridge open, and we'll put the yogurt. I think it'll fit up there. Not quite. Put it down here. More than okay. All right, now, eggs, but first, these spoons. I love these jet boil spoons. They're super lightweight. They come apart, easy enough to clean, but you got to remember to actually take it apart because you can get some schmutz built up in there. Now, I'm pretty good at not dipping this spoon that deep into things, but clearly yuck is still getting in there. So those are going to have to be cleaned. We'll start with a little bit of a vinegar bath. Get in there. You as well. You're not getting off scot-free. We may also have to boil some water because that looks like a little bit of intense buildup on that spoon. The little things that I don't think about in van life. Well, I do think about them now, but I do tend to forget about them because I don't have a dishwasher, which is very good at getting that stuff done. One of the prices you pay for living in a van and cleaning stuff with vinegar. All right, let's get some eggs boiling and get the fan. Well, it is open. We just got to get it, you know, spinning. Thank you very much. All right, actually, before we start making those eggs, let's get the bed made because it's bugging the hell out of me. It's also too hot in here to keep this flannel on at this moment in time. Let's pop that bad boy off. And I like that I didn't move around a lot last night. Penny, you're gonna have to move, otherwise you're gonna end up underneath the weighted blanket. Doesn't seem ideal for you. There, thank you. My cat understands English. That or she just understands physical motion. Make the bed. Thinking about van life, look forward to making your bed on your hands and knees. Hey! There. Not too shabby at all, mate. Not too shabby at all. Boom. What do you think, Penny? Now you can come down and lay anywhere you want on the nice made fan bed. Make sure that's nice and open. I'm gonna have to actually get some fresh air coming in, sucking the hot air out. I noticed last time I did this was not enough. Take this off. Sorry, Penny. Open this up. As long as this is open, the exhaust fan will pull in nice fresh air. It's feeling a little bit better already. Okay, now let's boil some eggs. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, diesel heater whole situation is a little bit frustrating. I can't like logically figure out in my brain why all of a sudden it's bunging up on low when it hasn't in the entire time that I've owned it. I haven't changed diesel quality is the same. I mean, maybe it was left over, that clean flow. That was my like one conclusion I came to last time, that maybe that additive was what was causing all of that condensation to build up in there and whatnot. But I think what I will do is probably run another thing of kerosene through it. Maybe there's clean flow like stuck on the inside of my Rotopacks, and maybe if I put kerosene in the Rotopacks, could have switched it around and then dumped it into the tank. I don't know. This is all part of the fun. Okay, we want those hard-boiled eggs. Add the water. Here we go. Let's add a whole bunch of eggs. See what happens. Eggs are just like such an easy way to get protein and have a snack readily available in the van. I know it might seem like it's all I eat. It's not, but man, are they nice to have on hand. I still haven't done the whole hard-boiled, slice them overnight. People in the UK were saying that's called, we eat them with toast. You slice the toast into strips and you call them eggs and soldiers, I think is what I saw. I don't know, but I haven't done that yet. Should probably put that on the docket very soon. All right, so we're gonna take one egg and we're gonna give them a little prick. Everybody just calm down. I cracked the egg. This pinhole method is the worst. One more time. We'll use this one. Give this one a little bit of a prick. Just be a little gentler this time. Pin prick. Hello. There we go. Okay, the rest of the egg is good. All right, so we've got 7 eggs and 1 with a little prick. Let's see what happens. Make sure we have power. All right, my eggies, boil. All right, we shall see. My other theory about these eggs not working out quite as well in terms of when they start peeling is maybe I've been leaving them in the egg boiler too long after the light turns off. So I was right here when the light turned off this time, and I got them into that cold water bath right away. So we'll give it about 15 minutes here. I'm going to just post up here as I do, play a little Stardew Valley, and in about 15 minutes we will crack a couple eggs. Hey Siri, set a timer for 15 minutes. All right, moment of truth. Where did that little pinprick one go? Oh, we'll get one normal one without the pinhole. Oh, there's the pinhole. Right there. All right. Yeah, they're nice and cooled off. Let's crack these bad boys open. See if we have better success with Walmart brand eggs, not leaving them in the boiler after the timer goes off. 15-minute soak in cool water. This is the pinhole. Oh, well, look at that. That guy peeled, no problems. That's one of the best peels I've had in a very long time. Excuse me while I stuff this in my pie hole. Very well done. Now let's see how the one without the pinprick peels. I don't know what noise that was, but it's peeling pretty much the same, I would say. Maybe the shell's breaking apart as I grab it a bit more, but it peeled no problem. That's a world record for this guy to get the shell off the egg. So I wouldn't say that the pinhole made much of a difference. I'm leaning towards not leaving them in the cooker too long because it stays steamy in there. It's like eggs in a sauna. Nobody likes that. And maybe the Walmart brand eggs peeled better than the stupid, yeah, these are farm eggs and they were eating all the bugs and nonsense, which is, let's be serious, just a label that anybody can slap on anything. All right. I'm good to go. I think it's time to go do some shopping for the big fat putty tat. Full, all done and dried out. Eggs ready for the trip. I don't know if I'll make it into egg salad or if I'll just leave them as snackies for the trip out to BC. All right, Miss P, I'm gonna go get you some stuff to make you a little bit more comfortable when we out in British Columbia, okay? I know. I'll see you so soon, darling. I'll see you so soon. Put the bowl back where it belongs. Other little bowls. We got, turn our light off, got our keys. Always walk yourself through things, especially when you're someone like me who tends to forget keys and wallets and every other darn thing. Got my wallet in my pocket, excellent. Don't need to leave the tongs on the bed, that's not where they belong. I'm actually going to fill up my Yeti water bottle with my van water supply. I don't usually do this, but I'm drinking a lot of water today. Still got our spoon soaking in there with vinegar. Get this filled up. This is my only problem. Hey, I don't know if that's gonna stay. Probably not. The keys in your pocket before the water bottle falls over. This is one of the reasons I don't usually do this. Not only is it taking away from my in-house water supply, it also puts quite a strain on the battery in the faucet. It's just easier to fill this from another bottle of water. I do like the auto off feature. After a while it just says, nay, you've had enough, and I'm inclined to agree. Slap that on there. Actual lid. Perfect. Now we should be good to go. Boots. Excellent. Glasses. Flannel. A little bit overcast today. It's a little chilly, but still doesn't feel like winter in Canada, I'll tell you that much. Water bottle, heater's running on high, lights off. See you in a bit, putty tacked. Hello, Grace. Are you ready to go for a little bit of a rip, darling? Excellent. What is all this stuff? I got garbage everywhere. Story of my life. All right. First thing in the morning, get her going. And go. All right. That could stand to be cleaned off a little bit. Sadly, yes. Haven't gotten the windshield replaced yet. My thought is I'm gonna haul her out to BC, and then when we come back to the city, maybe I'll get her replaced then, just because the hauling out there make it worse. Who knows? I don't know. I'm also just probably procrastinating more than anything, but it's one of those things. We do it. Should clean it a little bit. So I got my bottles of washer fluid ready to go. I'm probably gonna pick up a few more while I'm here in town, because that stuff, it's already expensive here. It's gonna be even more expensive in BC, so we might as well just load up while we can. I guess I should pick up another bottle of kerosene and run that through the heater tonight. Just gotta get through 3 more days. 3 more nights. And then we on the road. It's also, yeah, to go back to what I was talking about this morning, looking up truck campers and trucks and whatnot. It's interesting going through all of like the most popular pickup trucks. For those that don't know, I am seriously considering like a truck camper as my potential next tiny home on wheels, just to change it up for something to stand up in and whatnot. So obviously I'm looking at a truck that has a good payload capacity and a good towing capacity. And I would have loved for the Tundra to fit that bill. The Toyota Tundra is a great truck, and it's actually got really good towing capacity, but its payload kind of sucks. Once you get a 1,300 pound camper in there, you don't have much wiggle room to start putting stuff into the camper. I've got my eye on those Scout campers, which I showed off when I was down at the RV show, which is super cool. That was the first time I saw one in person, and it wasn't the unit that I would want. I would definitely want the bigger one. But anyway, all this is to say, looking at all of the payload capacities and towing capacities of all of the big trucks, we're talking Toyota, GMC, Chevy, Ram. I was gonna say Dodge, you gotta call it Ram now. And Ford, it seems like the Ford comes out on top. The Ford F-150 has crazy payload and towing, which to me is just unheard of in a what is that, a half-ton pickup truck. Usually you gotta go up to the 250 section, but This is all such a future Matthew problem, it really doesn't matter. Just wanted to explain that for somebody who'd be like, what do you mean you're looking at trucks and campers? That's what I mean. Another conversation I was having with Amber this morning, we talked about it on my last live stream a lot, of those people out there that are like, well, if you're not living in a van, you're not doing van life. And they're just so stuck on the word van life. And as I spoke about it on my live, I said, nay, van life is just a catch-all term, at least in my opinion, for anybody living this nomadic lifestyle, living without sticks and bricks, living in their vehicles. Yeah, you could easily avoid the argument and just call it vehicle dwelling or nomadic living, but I think van life has become so popular through social media and everything, and how we talk to each other these days. In my opinion, van life is anybody, living outside those normal societal structures that have been implemented and whatnot. And if you're, whether you're doing it because you want to or because you don't have a choice. If you're in a van, a trailer, a car, sleeping in the cab of your pickup truck, or a giant ass RV because you don't have a choice, or even if you're dabbling and you just like it as a hobby, I think van life is a beautiful catch-all term for anybody looking to get into this kind of lifestyle, whether it be full-time or part-time out of curiosity. I hate people that just immediately say, well, you're not doing van life anymore if you're... It's the same as the people, you're not camping if you're in a trailer. Shut up. Camping does not mean you absolutely have to just be in a tent and breaking your back and sleeping on the ground. Rant over, let's go get some pet stuff. I lied, one more thing, because once I start, it's very hard for me to stop. But a perfect example is some internet idiots that came into my comment section that said, once I got the Jeep and I was towing the Jeep around with my van that I live in full time, they were trying to tell me, well, you're not doing van life anymore. These are the kinds of people that say stuff like that, and it's not just me, I know tons of people get it, but that kind of attitude, well, you're towing a Jeep, you're not doing van life. In their mind, van life means you need to be struggling. And as soon as these people see anybody improve their life in any way, shape, or form, they hate that, and that makes them very toxic people, and that just right there, that doesn't make any sense. Well, you're no longer doing van life because you're towing a Jeep. Yet I still live in my van, and I'm sleeping in my van, and I'm driving my van from place to place. See what I mean? Don't let those kind of internet idiots bring you down with their negativity and garbage attitudes. Now, let's get some pet stuff. I'm in the wrong lane. So I get for yapping so much.
I don't cry when it rains no more, or I get dirt on my shoes. I don't mind climbing 8 more floors, 'cause these stairs are all heading to you. I don't wait for tomorrow's sunshine when I feel it today. But when it's cold in the dead of winter, remember that snow melts away. One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember fits like a glove. And tell the band to play.
All right, so we got a powered water fountain for Penny and a feeder dish for her hard food. These will hopefully just be a little bit handier because she's going to be staying at BC a little bit more frequently. The neighbor and my little brother will be checking in on her and my parents' cat on the days that I am not there. And getting the water moving and whatnot, I think, will be a fun little thing for her to have. She used to drink that back when she was, well, much younger, and we were in Sticks and Bricks, and I had a whole bunch more putty tats with me. But yeah, this might be a nice thing just to have at mom and dad's house when we go visit as well. And then I don't have to worry about her running out of hard food. There ain't no way she's eating that much hard food in a few days that I will be back here in Calgary. Every time I say it out loud, I realize how much of an undertaking this whole endeavor is actually going to be. Yep.
More whiskey, I'll have a Coke. Catching bass on an old fishing boat. One more story from Grandpa Joe. Let's get happy before we get old.
Looking a little busy in there today. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, in my mailbox, something has arrived as I purchased. It's a Dixon. Let's not beat around the bush, okay? There's no secret around these parts that I'm a big fan of Dixon flannel. That being said, I got a little bit of an obsessive personality, addictive personality maybe. It's better than cigarettes though. I don't know if it's cheaper. Anyway, when you live in a tiny home, buying copious amounts of clothing is ill-advised in my experience, and believe me, I can speak on this topic. So I need to just reel it back. I don't need as many clothes, right? It's one of those things. I enjoyed it. I had some extra money. I bought myself some flannels. That's just the way it is. That being said, it is time to reel that back quite a bit, and I'll be done with them for a while. I definitely have more than I need. That is for darn sure. But they did come up with a brand new product, something they had never had before, and it sold out in like 2 hours. So I am glad that I got myself this. So I'm going to grab it and we're going to wear it because it's pretty. And there's nothing wrong with liking nice things. How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. How was your weekend?
It was fun.
It was fun?
Yes.
That must mean you weren't working.
I was not working. My mom is here.
Oh, nice. How long is she here for?
3 months.
Wow. That's cool.
That one is for this guy here.
Oh, okay, perfect. So much.
No problem.
See you again. You as well. All right, I had to move. I'm no longer at the UPS store. I want to stay. It's 15-minute parking only. Don't be a dick, man. Anyway, this is one of the reasons I really like Dixon Flannel as a company. You know, they good marketing. They seem like good people. The products are really decent, although they come with their fair share of issues like anything, threads and buttons falling off and all that sort of thing. But by and large, I really enjoy their products. Like I said, no secret. And their stuff is usually limited run, which kind of makes it unique in its own weird way. And it really feeds into that addictive mentality I spoke of. But, like I said, they created a new product, something they had never had before. And it's not like a new product in general. Many places have them available. But Dixon had never done anything like that. And they created this. Aha! It is a flannel hoodie, which is super cool, and the colors are just beautiful. It is the Mystic, I believe is what it is called. The Mystic hooded flannel. I mean, it's not just a flannel with a built-in hood. It's actually a hoodie. Whoa! Look how pretty that logo is too. That's nice, yeah. You got a little, and look at this. This is even up here. That's a little pocket. You store your illegal paraphernalia. I don't have any of that, but I'm sure lots of people do. I mean, you can put whatever you want in there. Change for the laundromat? Come on now. Off with the Heartbeat hot sauce. Ooh. On with the Mystic hooded flannel. Oh. Well, that's just all sorts of cozy and nice. It even has a two-way zipper, meaning you can zip it up or down once it's there. Huh? Oh, that's what I miss on a lot of their jackets. A lot of their jackets are just this, which is snaps. I'm not affiliated with Dixon, by the way. I realize I'm talking about them a lot right now. I'm not sponsored by them. I am in no way affiliated with Dixon. I just enjoy their products. The sticker is still on here. Everyone comes with a sticker, which is super cool. I'll have to find a spot for that in Lucky. I don't always put them up, but that one's really pretty. Is that a wizard? It looks like a wizard, and I am a-okay with that. Yeah, this thing is really comfy cozy, so. All of that being said, as much as I am, oh, see? Zipped up. It also has a zipper on the bottom. You can zip it up this way. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but hey, it's there if you need it or want it. All of this being said, I think this has to be the last Dixon I get for a while, and I am a-okay with that. This is one hell of a final flannel to have. All right. Also, I got some registered mail, which was interesting to see. I didn't know what it was, but actually it came from Ray, otherwise known as the Stingray. Thank you very much, sir. He sent me a Canadian Tire gift card. And wouldn't you know it, I just so happened to be parked right outside Canadian Tire. Who did that? Anyway, I'm gonna go inside. Maybe it'd be a good time to pick up some more washer fluid. Let's see what we got going on in the back of Grace right now. We got those 3 bottles still. Maybe a couple more wouldn't hurt. I also got a very generous donation from Sandy after my live stream the other day, and she wanted me to make sure I spent some of that generosity on washer fluid. So thank you very much to you as well. And I think Lucky is probably in need of some wipers. It's been a hot minute since I replaced Lucky's wipers, and since the good ship Lucky is going to be towing the Irish Pirate Queen over to Rogers Pass once more very soon, we should probably have reliable wiper blades. So let's go grab some of that before we head on back down to Hotel Walmart. All right, we went with some Rain-X windshield wipers, keeping it in the family of the washer fluid we have. So thank you very much, Ray. I'm gonna hold off on the washer fluid for now because I've got 3 bottles and I will be back in Calgary probably before I go through those. Fingers crossed. I also forgot to pick up a bottle of kerosene when I was in there, but I could always, they have it at Walmart, so I could grab it later, or I could just continue to pump diesel through and keeping it on hot. That would be the more financially responsible thing to do, but that kerosene just burned so well. Sounds like a future Matthew problem. All right, let's do it. And no, this backup camera is unacceptable. It's funny, when you have it, you want it. When you don't have it, you could give a crap. This is gross. I also this morning received a very generous donation from Cindy, and she labeled what it was for. So,
Can I get for you?
Hi there, can I please get a large white hot chocolate?
Large white hot chocolate, anything else?
That is it, thank you. Cheers, Cindy. Thank you very much.
Someday I'll find home. The picture in my mind, a place where I can go, and you'll be always mine, always mine.
Heater is still ticking away on high. Hello, Penny. Got our flannel. Turn on the lights. You're nice and warm. Lights on. Take off our Mystic hooded flannel jacket. It's nice too. It's nice and warm, but it's not so thick that it's unbearable when you're inside a store or anything. I noticed when I was in Canadian Tire. And on really cold days, I could easily wear a flannel underneath this. Double the flannel, double the fun. I am not gonna leave my heater on for 10 hours on high again like I did in the other video. It is, like I said, decently warm out. Tiny home will be just fine when I go to get my little girl and We're having dinner at my cousin's this evening. Fire her up when we get back, and I don't know if I'm gonna put kerosene in there or not. I might just stop with Grace and get some more diesel and just see. Super strange why it's clogging up so quickly like that, but just a good excuse to rip her out once we get back out to the beautiful mountains of British Columbia. Tiny home living. I could do this in a camper, but man, Lucky is just so cozy. I don't see any of those crazy changes happening anytime soon. And I'm thinking what's on my mind anyway when I'm out in BC. I know I've talked about what I want to do to, like I want to do a little bit more painting on her because I got a lot of spray paint, which reminds me, I have to grab those 10 cans that Andrea got me, which have been being stored very kindly out at Lindsay's. Bring those with us, get the painting done. I'd like to rip out the rear fan. Well, not rip out the fan, but I want to take as much of the sealant off as I can and apply some new lap sealant. There was a leak happening on that fan again. Well, about a month ago, right around the time when I was sick in the van. So it'd be nice to do that when I'm out there, and I've been thinking even more about some, I don't want to say drastic, but bigger changes, like maybe rip out this overhead cabinet. I would like to move the EcoFlow off of the wheel well to a better location. That's difficult to do because it's very large, but we shall see. All things to consider. Only a few days left. And it was nice to get the things that we got today for Penny, the food dish and the watering dish. You just don't know, do you? You have no idea. I'm passed out on the bed. I also looked at a black and white kitty. Don't worry, we won't be raining on your parade anytime soon. It was nice to get those things done. So for now, I'm just going to relax. Maybe have a nap before it's time to go get the Pirate Princess. I think I'm gonna give this a break. Now we will switch this heater off. It is very, very toasty warm right here. I will turn off the exhaust and we'll just enjoy the warmth as the insulated home retains the heat for the rest of the afternoon.
I hold my breath, no give and take. I could never walk away. The giving ground, no back and forth. I promise you I'm always yours, and you're always mine.
I think I'm gonna give it one more tank full of diesel and I'll just stop with Grace and get some later. That's crazy. That's even more expensive than Canadian Tire. And I don't know that it actually did help considering I ran the heater on bloody high pretty much the entire time. Oh, finding the balance. On the big road.
What do we need to get?
What do we need to get? I don't think we need to get anything. Lindsay's making dinner tonight. Oh, you gonna have a snack? Is it empty?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you dropped them all on the floor. What are those? They're goldfish?
Yeah.
No.
Can I have a candy?
You and your candy?
Yeah.
Well, we gotta have dinner first. Do you need a snack? Do you want me to get you more goldfish?
Yeah.
Do you think we have some in the back of Grace?
Yeah.
Do you think we do? Do you think we do? Do you think we do? Do you think we do?
Yeah.
Hang on. I don't know. Oh, here, do you want Lucky's old dirty windshield wipers?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, fine. That's fair. I didn't raise no dummy. How about these?
Yeah.
There you go.
Eat those fish.
Now, before you spill those all over the floor, would you like some assistance opening them? How was your day at school today? What'd you do?
I played.
You played. What else did you do?
I colored.
Excellent. What colors did you use?
Gray.
Gray? That's a shade. Here's your goldfish.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Let's get it on. Telly freaking ho. No? Oh, there you are. A little bit late, but we got there. All right, well, fresh diesel. We'll see how it does. We'll get it into Lucky when we get back to the van and fire up that heater, let it run on high for a little bit while I do my Walmart walk. Then we'll turn her down and see how she performs throughout the night and whether or not she acts a fool again in the morning. This is still going to be cheaper than kerosene. Also, as soon as I got to my cousin's house, I got a notification that there was an Amazon package delivered to my UPS mailbox. So that's from somebody. Unfortunately, I couldn't get to the UPS store before they closed tonight. So that will be a tomorrow Matthew problem. $9 for 6 liters of diesel, or $18 for 4 liters of kerosene. I shall take the diesel for now, until we narrow down this problem a bit more. All right. Back to Lucky. Somebody took a dookie, huh? Uh-huh. Let's clean that up before we get back into the tiny home on wheels. Yikes. Hashtag life with a fat cat. Eh? Now you're very blue. And... haha. Much better. What do you say, Penny? You want some wet food? I betcha. All right. Up into the tiny home. Into the chair. Off with the boots. Oh yes, I hear you. You betcha. Now, where's your spoon? Oh, thank you very much. The diesel all topped up. Not that that's going to make much of a difference, I guess. I could have just left it. We weren't that close to empty. But we are full up. And actually, Penny, let's turn that on right now. 35, excellent. Fine in here right now. It's not going to get cold till the middle of the night. But we're going to want the heater anyway, so let's get it, chug it away. All right, here you go. Mix up the cookies with the quarter meat puck. Okay. There, you're waiting very patiently. Thank you. Thank you. All right, here you go. That is pretty much it. That just leaves 2 more days till our big adventure begins, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, I don't know if nervous is the right word. Anxious? Not really. I don't know. Figure it out as we go. And when it comes to the diesel, I know some people might be asking, well, maybe you got bad diesel, and that is a very fair point. Maybe I did get bad diesel. However, the last 2 times that this happened, it was diesel from Co-op and diesel from Shell. So, unless they're both bad diesel batches from 2 different gas stations, 2 different companies, I don't know that that's necessarily the case. But this is from Mobil, so we shall see. Well, to be fair, it's half Mobil, half, I think it was Shell the last time I filled it up. Pump is pumping, which means the diesel heater is going to start coming up to speed soon, which means it's going to get very, very warm in here very, very quickly. Let's take off our last Dixon. For a while, everybody just calm down. And I will say thank you all very much for watching, as you do. I truly do appreciate it. And until the next one, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves. Most importantly, be positive, and remember, only dead fish go with the flow. Now, diesel heater, you behave yourself.